going to now look at the main characteristics of a distribution. In particularly, we're going to look at the shape, outliers, center, and spread. So again, looking at numeric data over here, and we can look at a number of graphs. Usually the histogram is a really good graph that shows us that overall shape. So we look at, are there any clusters? Where are our peaks? Are they evenly distributed? Is it symmetric? Do we have kind of a long tail on one side, either on the higher end or on the lower end? And so on. Is it U-shaped? Is it rectangular shape? What does the shape look like? Then we look at, are there any outliers? So outliers again are values that are far from other values. So if our bulk of our values are on the higher end, then we're going to look on the lower end to see if there's an unusual value. Then we look at the center, right? Where's the midpoint? What's the most common value? And we're going to look at 3 different measures of center, later on this week. And so it's important that depending on what the shape of our distribution is, we may use different centers. And then the last one is the spread. What is the range of our values? And there's other measures of spread we can calculate as well. So let's look at the exam scores over here. What do you notice about the distribution? Again, now is a good time to stop the video and then continue in once you have completed this exercise. So what's the shape over here? Well, it certainly doesn't look symmetric over here. It looks like the bulk of our values are, above, actually between 70 and 80. So it definitely looks like that's where that was the most frequent value. We would call that our center. So over here, our center is between 70 and 80. So we can call it an interval notation from 70 up to values less than 80 because that's the numbers that are in that tallest bar. So looking at the values on the right, we have that one peak that is the highest, but then we sort of have a second smaller peak. So we don't have any symmetry over here. We also don't have like a clear skew over here. We could call this, we kind of have the option to call it unimodal because we have that one prevalent mode. We could probably also call it bimodal because we have that second peak over here. Definitely, it looks like the majority of the values are 60 and above. So majority of scores are 60 and above. There is a potential outlier over here between 10 and 20. And, for now, we're just going to say potential outlier. We'll have some calculations later on. So between, in our interval from 10 to 20, we already mentioned our mode over there, that peak between 70 and 80. And then our spread, it looks like our values go from 10 to about 110. Again, the range really would be one value, but we don't know exactly what the lowest value is. We don't know exactly what the highest value is. So it is okay for the range to say it's from 10, 20, all the way to 100 and to 110. Again, if we do have actual values, the range is, the range is actually just one number, and the highest score over here was actually 110. The lowest score happened to be 10, so we actually had a range of 100. So this is just for your info. You can't see that from the graph. It's additional information for you.